Today, now we are going to discuss about the classification of the glacier. We know that glaciers are the large bodies of ice that flow downhill under the impact of gravitational forces, and they are formed in the areas where the temperature is sufficiently low. So they allow to snow to persist from year to year and to form the glacier. Glaciers are ranged in size, that is very small valley glacier found in the mountain areas, to vast ice sheets that is found in the Antarctica or Greenland. And at present, glacier covers approximately 14.9 million km square, or 10% of our Earth's surface. Right. So based on the size and shape, there are several types of glaciers are found, like mixed glacier, these glaciers, these are the patches of both glacial ice that occupy the small topographic hollows and gullies on the mountain slopes. Right? Sharp glaciers. These are the based on the size and shape. The sharp glaciers are especially occupy the sharp basin, that is the landform that are developed due to the erosional work of the glacier, the armchair shaped landform. So the glaciers that are found on the armchair shaped landform is known as the sharp glaciers. Valley glaciers. These are the large stream of ice that flow within a valley from an upslope ice cap and the sharp glaciers. Sharp glaciers are, and the valley glacier may be very long and often down beyond the snow line, sometimes reaching to the sea level. Piedmont Glacier. These are the large blocks of spreading ice front when the valley glacier expands into a flat plain. The famous Piedmont glaciers, like glacier in Alaska, a famous example of the Piedmont glacier. Now, glacier unconstrained by topography. Second, glacier unconstrained by topography. That means the underlying topography has little to no impact on the rate and direction of the flow, which is formed by the glacier unconstrained by topography. For example, ice sheets. Based on that, the glaciers are classified like as ice sheets. That is found only in Antarctica or Greenland. Ice sheets are the enormous continental masses of the glacial ice, spreading approximately about 50,000 square kilometers. Another example of ice sheets like Greenland, that the huge ice sheets also covered most of the Canada. Ice cap. Ice caps are the miniature of the ice sheets, that is covering less than 50,000 square kilometer. And they form primarily in the polar and the subpolar region. Polar and the subpolar regions. Ice aprons. These are the small, steep glaciers in the high mountain regions. They are commonly found in the Alps and New Zealand. This type of glaciers are generally found in the Alps and New Zealand. Ice streams. Ice streams are the large ribbon-like glacier shaped in the ice sheets, and they are bordered by the ice that is flowing more slowly. Ice shelves. Ice shelves occur when the ice sheets extend over the sea and floating on water. This is known as the ice shelves. Now we will come to the glacier constrained by topography. Glacier constrained by topography. Glacier constrained by topography. That means the underlying and surrounding topography determine the direction and flow of the glaciers. Based on that, these are classified as ice fields. These ice fields are similar to ice caps, except their flow is influenced by the underlying topography. Tidewater glacier. These tidewater glaciers are responsible for calving numerous small ice parks, which, although not as imposing as Antarctic ice parks, and can still pose problem for shipping lanes. Hanging glacier. When a major valley glacier system retreats and thins, sometimes the tributary glaciers are left in smaller valleys and high above the central glacier surface, and this form are the hanging glaciers. Next is coming to the based on the temperature region. Polar or cold-based glacier. in the polar or cold breast glacier occur in the very cold environment such as Greenland and Antarctica, and these areas of glacier are frozen under the bedrock beneath, and melting only occurs at the surface during the short summer season. For example, this is known as the pressure melting point. Pressure melting point. This is in winter, summer. The temperature, here the temperature of the ice is greater than the pressure melting point, and therefore it is frozen here. So it is occurred in case of the polar glacier, right? And the temperate glacier, what is happening? Winter and the summer, and the temperature of the ice is less than the pressure melting point and is melted. So that is occurred due to the temperate or warm breast glacier. Temperate or warm breast glacier, that is occurred in the areas where the mild summer temperature causes melting, such as the European Alps, Norway, New Zealand. Another important characteristics of temperate glacier is the polythermal glacier. Polythermal glacier that contain both the warm and cold ice sheets, and the thermal regime is controlled by the changes in ambient air temperature and the glacial pressure, and as a result they occur in either polar or the temperate regions.